The 2024-25 season may not have gone to plan thus far for Manchester City, but if their January activity is anything to go by, Pep Guardiola and co have no interest in resting on their laurels. The Citizens have gone from winning the Premier League title 4 years running to being outside the top 4 and going on one of their worst runs in recent memory. Guardiola has already pinpointed stars that he wants to bring in to freshen things up. Victor Reis, Abdulkadir Kuzanov, Andrea Cambiaso, and Omar Marmoush are all high on the Catalans' wish list as part of a rebuild, while Erling Haaland has also committed his future to the club by signing a monstrous new deal. With such a shuffling around of talent on the cards, GIVEMESPORT has decided to take a look at what the Mirror believe could be the possible 11 that Manchester City start with for the rest of the season should they secure the services of all of Guardiola's dream targets. Walker's drop-off and desire to leave means that there are big shoes to fill at right back. While Rico Lewis is their long-term heir to the throne, taking the pressure off the youngster and letting the more experienced Manuel Akanji handle business for the remainder of the season may be the best move. On the opposite flank, the potential arrival of Juventus' Cambiaso will finally provide City with some much-needed balance on the left, which has been missing for some time. Cambiaso at fullback would allow Josko Vardiol to move centrally, where he can prove he is just as strong, having made a name for himself further wide. When fit, the Croatian would likely be joined by Ruben Dias. However, the Portuguese's return date from a lower leg injury is unknown, and if this continues to plague him, it would allow for Kuzanov to come in immediately while Reis waits in the wings. The midfield remains unchanged from what Guardiola currently has at his disposal. The one obvious exception is Ballon d'Or winner Rodri, whose absence due to an ACL injury continues to haunt his side. While Bernardo Silva and Ilkay Gundogan are actually the two City midfielders with the most Premier League appearances this term, neither factors into the best 11 needed to provide the team with the right balance. Former Chelsea star Mateo Kovacic has been the best deputy for Rodri thus far and would allow Kevin De Bruyne to focus on creating big chances for his teammates in a way that only he can. Of course, fitness concerns are also a factor in the Belgians' availability. Ahead of them sits Phil Foden, who has not come close to the PFA Player of the Year winning level that he showed last season. However, a recent double against Brentford signals that things are beginning to turn for the Englishman as he looks to take things up a gear for the remainder of the season. The central striker position is sorted and appears to be the case for the next decade, so no need to debate Haaland's inclusion. Out wide is a different story, as no winger has done enough to say they definitely deserve to start every week at the Etihad. Savinho's been the biggest